Okay, so I got this comment from one of my members in one of my Facebook groups. And I had to do this episode because of this comment, but I want to share with you this comment. And the comment says, my biggest thing that was holding me back was money limitations. I'm working on it now. And now that I'm aware of the root problem, I think I will be okay. I feared having money. My deepest belief that was if I really worked my business and started building wealth, everything will turn negative in my life. I'm so grateful I'm working on that, and it's a process, but at least it will be all worth it in the end. And once this comment came across my desk, I had to shoot this episode. How do you view money? I'm curious. Do you view it as evil, or do you view it as this amazing tool? Seriously, what's the first thing that you think about, or what's the first thing that you feel when you think about money? I really want to know. Drop me a comment and let me know. Have you ever noticed that when people view money as negative or evil, those are the people that typically have a hard time acquiring money, or they have problems with money, or they don't have much of it? Now, I used to be one of those people. Ironically, weirdly, oddly enough, I was one of these people. But in this episode, I want to share with you my scarcity to abundance mindset shift, basically from broke to multi-million-dollar business and earner. And this is some crazy important stuff. I don't talk about mindset a lot, but this episode is dedicated to it because it's very important and I think it will help a lot of people. I grew up in a very frugal household. We didn't have a lot of money. My parents worked really hard to do the best that they could for my sister and I, but we heard all the time, you can't afford it, you can't afford it, we can't afford it. And I didn't have a great relationship with money. I didn't have an abundance mindset at all. So in this episode, I want to share with you some things that I specifically did to turn my scarcity mindset into abundance mindset, change my relationship with money. And when I was finally able to do this, the money started to flow in. And today, I am very grateful and very blessed to say that I am a multi-millionaire. That just actually still seems very surreal and a little weird for me to say. So I want to share with you the biggest shifts that have helped me. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 241. My name is Tanya Aliza. If you have products or services that you sell, this is the place to be to learn how to acquire more customers, to automate some of your business processes, and to grow your influence and grow your business. If you're not yet subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Get subscribed because you don't want to miss out. I do release a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. Also, make sure to pop in and check the show notes below this video in the resources area of wherever you're watching it, because I do leave a bunch of additional extra awesome bonuses that go along with the episode that will help you crush it in your life and in your business. Let's dive in. So like I said, I had the worst relationship with money. We didn't have a lot of it growing up. I didn't even know how to view it. We were scared to even talk about it. When I was in college, I remember the last day of college, I had negative balance in my bank account. I think it was negative $12. And I was like, I need to get a job. So for those of you that think that everybody who's made it, at a certain point in their life, it was easy for them because they had money. I actually had negative monies. I used to view people that had money or who were rich as people who took advantage of other people, and they moved money. Basically, for them to have money, they would have to move money from their pocketbooks to other people's pocketbooks to their pocketbooks. In fact, I knew of a old family friend that is no longer a family friend that embezzled a lot of money. He did investments for people, and he took one of my old boyfriend's parents' money for this investment deal, and it was basically their retirement. And he's living large. He's this big investor, and he took their money, a lot of it, their retirement pretty much, and put it all on black, basically in the stock market of some sort, and completely lost it in a matter of months. And so I had a very terrible view of people that were rich or just money in general. So personally, I don't know about you, but I had a lot of reconditioning and mindset work that I needed to do to move my scarcity mindset towards money into an abundance mindset. So a lot of work. And really, it all starts with you deciding that you want to change your outlook. And there has to be a pivotal moment. Like, people move away from pain faster than they move towards pleasure. So for me, my pain point was I just got sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck and having this outlook on or view on life the way that, I had conjured it up in my own head. And I took a look at the people around me that were living a life that I wanted to live. And I started to notice some commonalities, some common threads, some common thought points between these people that I would follow or I would admire, even at a distance. When I say follow, they weren't in my circle right away. Like, I followed them online and I listened to their videos or I listened to their audios. But there were some common things that I noticed. One of the themes was the way that they all viewed money, which was a little uncomfortable for me in the beginning. They were actually never scared or afraid or ashamed to talk about money. It was a topic that was freely discussed. And this was very uncomfortable for me because I came from a family and an upbringing where you never talk about money. You never ask, how did you guys, do this month or anything like that. You would never talk about money at all. It was like a faux pas to talk about it. And I noticed that the people that, have money don't mind talking about it. They're very comfortable with the conversation around money. I remember hiring a business coach in 2014, and I hired this business coach because I wanted to launch a product. And I knew that they had experience in launching a product. I did not. So I ended up asking them if they would coach me, and they said yes. So I went over to their house for a VIP power day, and we sat down. And one of the very first things that we ended up doing was creating a goal, monetary goal, of what we wanted to do with this product. And it was a product launch goal, and we had 3 different levels that we needed to create. They made me create. I didn't want to create it. I was scared to talk about money. But one of the things was they said, what is your three goals? So first goal is, this would be nice if we accomplished this in the launch. The other goal would be, this would be, holy crap, that's amazing. And the last one would be the holy shit goal. And so, like, you have this goal that you don't even think that you could reach, but you need to put it down. You need to think about it. You need to feel it for it to even remotely, possibly come true. So we did this goal exercise, and I had to write all 3 numbers down, and I had to talk about money with some of the people that was around me, and then I had to share these monetary goals with the people that were working with me as well, so that we were all on the same page. This was the first time I ever did this was so uncomfortable for me. But that was the first time that I ever started thinking about money and talking about money in my situation with other people. And now I talk about money very, very freely. And it was because I did a lot of mindset work and I did a huge mindset shift. And I want to share with you a couple of the things that really helped me view money differently, create an abundance mindset, and to create a better relationship with money. All of which I believe has stemmed into helping me to create a multiple 7-figure brand and business. Now, it's all about habits and routines. So before I share this with you, you guys know that if you tune in each week on my show, I like to equip you with a free resource that goes with the episode that will help you. And this week, since we're talking all about mindset shift around money, I really wanted to put something special together for you. So if you've tuned in before, you know that I have a very, very structured miracle morning routine that I do every morning that sets me up for success in my mind and in my body and in my business. And I call this my 7-figure morning routine. And I actually put this together in a step-by-step guide for you if you want to see what my 7-figure morning routine looks like. And you can copy it and you can modify it and you can make it your own if you want. So if you'd like to download that, I have it ready for you, absolutely free, ready for you on my blog at TanyaAliza.com/241. I'll leave a link for you in the description area where you're watching this video. You can click it, you go over to the blog, and then right underneath this video, there'll be a big yellow button. Click it, and you can request access for free to my 7-figure morning routine that you can copy, that you can model, and you can also make it your own. I believe that this morning routine and the habits that I have put into it, and I I implement every day really has helped shape my mind around having an abundance mindset that has helped me with my abundant bank account. So I want to share with you 3 ideas that have reshaped my stinking thinking. And then I also want to share with you 3 things that you can specifically do. So there's some thoughts and then there's some doing. So number 1, I retrained my mind to think of money in a positive way by looking at money as it amplifying your true personality. It amplifies your true personality. So the way that I look at it is that if you're a really good person and you make lots of money, you're just going to be able to do more good. You're going to be able to give more, donate more, pay more people, employ more people, whatever the case may be. If you're a good person and you have lots of money, you're going to be more of a good person. Now, on the flip side, if you're a crappy person, unfortunately, yes, that can happen too. And you come into money, you're going to do more dumb, crappy things, right? If it's going to make you a more crappy person. And yes, that does exist, but even just because that exists doesn't mean that money is evil or bad or anything like that. So I try to believe that more good people like myself that are out there that are making more money, we can just do more good. That has really helped me believe that money is good and we need more in it in the hands of good people. The second way that I've retrained myself to think of money as amazing and an awesome tool is that I've always said this before in my videos, you might have heard me say that the amount of money in your bank account usually reflects the amount of value that you have been able to offer into the marketplace. The more value that you're able to give, the more money in your bank account, typically. Now, this holds true, especially in the entrepreneur world. So I believe that money is a direct reflection of the amount of value that you give. So if you're giving a lot of value and you're doing a lot of good and you're really like stepping up, then that's deserving of the money in your bank account. And that's actually a good thing. Now, this one really struck chord with me. Number 3, this is how I reshaped my stinking thinking. I said to myself, hey, if I think of money negatively, I'm going to be repelling it away. Because subconsciously, if you don't view money as good, you're never going to attract it into your world. And I was like, well, I don't want to be broke. I want to have an abundant life with, abundant amount of means to do all of the abundant things that I want to do. Therefore, I have to view money in a positive light so that it doesn't get repelled away from me. It actually gets drawn to me. So I always remember those 3 things, and I kind of, you make it a conscious competence to remember those things until they become an unconscious competence. Now, here's what I did. So those were how I thought. Now, this is what I did. 3 things that I did. Number 1, you'll see this in my 7-figure morning routine download that I have ready for you. So hopefully you go and pick that up. However, you're going to see that I created a morning routine with some positive affirmations. These help me immensely, and I absolutely swear by them when it comes to my relationship with money. The second thing that I did, and this stems from my very first coaching that I ever did, was I draw out monetary goals now every single quarter and every single year. So if you have a business, or even if you don't have a business, you should have some sort of monetary goals that you declare out loud, you write down, and you talk to with other people. And I have viewed this as just basically declaring the amount of value that you're going to put out into the world. Not necessarily the amount of money, but you're declaring the amount of value with that monetary goal. The third thing that I did to change my mindset to be more abundant, I sat down and wrote out 3 to 5 things that I know other people or myself have done with their money that has provided a very positive impact or outcome. So I was always thinking about the good that you can do with money. So here's what I did in recap: morning affirmations, monetary goals, and writing down 3 to 5 things that you know of that people have done with money that are positive and good. Now, I still, even though we make a lot of money, I still respect it, and I realize how hard I do work for it. And I think that that's a really good thing. I'm very grateful for my past because my past has allowed me to really appreciate what I have now. And I definitely don't view it as evil anymore. And that is actually a really, really good thing. So make sure that you pick up the freebie that we put together with this episode, because it really, truly will help you. It is my 7-figure morning routine, and I really think that you'll love it. I think that you'll really be able to help create yourself an abundant mindset with that resource and with the things that you see that I do in my morning routine. If you're watching on my YouTube video, we'll try our best to link it right up in the corner with our little YouTube card feature. And if you click that, it'll take you over to the blog. Or you can go over to TanyaAliza.com/241 and get that resource for you in your business. Okay, real quick, because I am losing light, I noticed. We are losing daylight, and I like to film in front of a window. All right, so we're losing light. Real quick, I do want to do our champagne moment highlight of the week. This is where we take one of your valuable comments that you have shared with me in one of my social networks on how my trainings have helped you, your life, and or your business. We love to showcase, feature you, and link to you inside the show notes as well. So this week, we have Silencia Wallace. Silencia shares this on my Facebook page, actually. She said, Tanya Aliza's Ultimate Branding Blueprint and Done For You services are amazing. I absolutely love my new blog and fan page. Thank you to Tanya and her team. I appreciate all the hard work, dedication, and professionalism. Thank you, Silencia, for being a valued client of ours. We really, truly appreciate you going through our services and our programs and our courses. We can't do what we do without you. Your comments are very, very valued, and thank you for taking the time and sharing that with us. We truly, truly appreciate you. Hopefully you've enjoyed this week's episode of Tanya Aliza TV. We'll make sure to link to 2 other episodes that we know that will help you with money mindset. We will link right here, and you can go to them and watch them. If you know anybody else that would find value in this training episode, make sure to share this episode with them. Smash the share button above, below, or around this video somewhere. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, drop us a comment, and let me know what you thought. And we will see you next week on Tanya Aliza TV.